Hi class, welcome to week 3. We're midway through the class. Yay! That is such good news. I want to recap on week 2. Last week we set our academic goals. We created a budget and came up with a plan for when we run into financial difficulties. We talked about your personal values. We talked about how to focus on the behaviors as opposed to just your goals. Many of you had great comments about Reggie Rivers' video. So great job during this week. I've posted grades for last week. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Just a reminder about two things. One, when you're in the discussion board, it is very important for you to respond to other students in the class. Don't just do your initial post and that's it. It's important that we have a conversation about the topics in the discussion board. And in your future classes, that's really going to be important. This class kind of trains you and shows you how to do that. So you want to make sure that you respond to at least 2 other students in class. Okay? And then my second point is, I know that we do screenshots, like we did screenshots for the survey. However, I cannot accept screenshots of handwritten assignments. You have to type your assignments out and submit them. So if you have done that, I won't charge late penalty. Just go ahead and resubmit and I'll grade them. Okay? Now, I want to show you a quick PowerPoint that's very important. One sec. So this is about grades matter. And I want to talk to you about class points. It's important that you guys know that each class is worth 1,000 points in Vista College. No matter what class you take, it's worth 1,000 points. So this is going to be like a grade math little PowerPoint. In order to pass your classes, including this class, you need 700 points. Okay, so you can look at your grades in your grade book and see how many points you have for each assignment. In order to pass a class, you know that baseline you need 700 points. For this class, I want to talk to you about what the points mean. What are our activities assigned points? So for your discussions, each discussion is worth 60 points, and that's with you posting an initial post and your 2 responses to 2 other students. Okay? You have to respond to 2 other students to receive full 60 points, and not just respond to them. We're not just saying thank you or I agree with you. That's what you said, but actually engaging in conversation. Again, like I said earlier, the point of discussion is to have dialogue about the topic. And in that dialogue, you share your experiences, you share your insight, and we learn from one another in that dialogue, okay? So that is the purpose of a discussion. It's a participation grade. It's a way for the class to come together as a community and share ideas and learn from one another. So when you respond, you want to respond substantially. You want to respond to that person's thoughts by saying, oh yeah, you know, I experienced the same thing, or you know what, that's a good idea. I could try to do the same thing, or have you tried to do this? And then ask questions about what they're posting. Now, I know this class, it's an introductory class to online college. So the discussion may be pretty basic, but it's also to get you acclimated to the online environment. So I want you to practice responding back with more than I agree or thank you. Now, week 1, your assignment 1.1 was worth 50 points, and 1.2 is worth 100 points. And then week 2, you have 2.1 that's worth 50 points, 2.2, 75 points, which was your budget, 2.3, which was the survey, was 25 points. Then this week you have 2 assignments that's worth 50 points. Now here's where the rubber meets the road. Week 4, you only have 1 assignment and it's worth 100 points. And week 5, you have 2 assignments that's worth 200 points or 100 points each. So that's 200 points in week 5. Why is that important? Why am I stressing that? Well, I'm stressing that because week 4 and week 5 is the time that most students decide, I have done all this work, I have enough points, and I'm done. And they don't give their 100%. They don't finish strong. I want to encourage you to finish strong. Those 2 weeks are worth 300 points by themselves. You need those points. So don't give out, don't give in, finish strong, okay? If you are missing any of these assignments, I still take late assignments until the last day of class. So you have time to submit those assignments. And I'd rather you get some points than no points. Now, remember, every point counts. So I'm accepting late assignments, but you will lose 10% of your grade each week. Okay? All right. Now, I said all that to say, I mentioned at the beginning of this video that we have, this is our midway point. So this week, on Thursday, I will be sending out your midterm grades. What does that mean? That means you have until Wednesday to submit anything that's missing so that when I give you your midterm grade, it reflects everything that we've done in class. So you have time now to submit everything that's missing before I send out midterm grades on Thursday. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to contact me, okay? Now let's get back to week 3. All right, so week 3, we're talking about study skills. And this is a good week too, because you're going to rate yourself in the discussion board and tell us, you know, what you think about your study habits. Are they good? Are they bad? Are they fair? What do you need to do to improve your study habits? So your discussion board is about you and your study habits. And then, you know, hey, look up some good study habits online and share those ideas as well. Something that you can implement into your own routine and share those with us, okay? And then in assignment 3.1, some students get this confused. So I'm going to break it down for you. So in this lesson, the lesson goes over Cornell notes and outline notes, right? And it talks about the Randy Pausch lecture, right? And then you're supposed to take notes on that lecture and then submit your notes. You are going to choose whether it's Cornell notes or outline notes, or maybe you take bullet notes. Whatever style notes you take, you choose a style, you take notes of the video, and then you submit that style of notes in the assignment. And then you submit a summary of why you chose that style of notes. How does that style of notes help you be a better student or help you study? Okay, so that's assignment 3.1. Assignment 3.2, we're getting into the nitty-gritty about time management. Many of you talked about, I want to improve my time management. Many of you set a goal that, time management is something that I need to work on, so I'm going to do time management. Well, here you go. We're going to talk about time management, and we're actually going to create a time management plan. Well, what is a time management plan? A time management plan is a schedule. So you're going to develop a schedule that includes your personal time, your work time, and your study time. And you're going to talk about what can you do to make everything efficient and work well, right? Is there anything that you can do in your schedule differently that gives you more time to study or more time for personal time, whatever it is that you see a lack, okay? You're going to try to balance out your time because it's healthy and best to have a work, school, life balance, right? So talk about that in your summary as well. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me. Also, I wanted to mention, you can also get templates to schedules on Microsoft Office, online. You know, you can type out a paragraph. I'd like to see you be creative with your schedule because I want you to have something that you really use and really engage in. So find you a good template and submit those time management plans. All right. Those are your 2 assignments and your discussion board for this week. Remember that midterm grades are going out on Thursday, so you want to submit everything that's missing. And then finally, remember, this is most important, grades matter. Points matter. All right, guys, have a great week.